gonna get down like we used to, down at King Records and Federal. It's a steady roll with some heavy soul and some jelly roll, solid gold. Well, it's the last session on Brewster. Well, now dig this crazy acoustic. Hank Ballard, Freddie King doing that old twist beat. Lonnie Johnson up on Rockdale, man, you sure sound sweet. Roy Brown, Wynonna Harris singing good rockin' tonight. James Brown, Johnny Tanner saying, son, you better get it right, 'cause this is the last session on Brewster. But we're gonna get down like we used to, down at King Records and Federal. It's a steady roll with some heavy soul and some jelly roll, rock and roll. But this is the last session on Brewster. Well, now dig this crazy acoustic. Hit me! And the Sonny Thompson band, they're fixing to hit the road in a two-tone fastback sedan. Jimmy Nolan, Les Bowie, and a swell bunch of fellas. Phil and Paul, Bootsy Catfish, and Pee Wee Ellis. But this is the last session on Brewster. And we're gonna get down like we used to, down at King Records and Federal, with some steady roll and some heavy soul and some jelly roll. Oh, rock and roll. But this is the last session on Brewster. Well, now dig this crazy acoustic. Hey!
Okay, we're here with Danny Adler. His brainchild is Let's Be the Last People to Ever Record at the King Records Studios, which is going to be no mean feat, considering the condition of the studios. So I brought my battery-powered remote rig, and we're going to get a couple of tunes done that have some association with the studio. So
first time I was here was in 1963, and I used to come in and watch him working at different times. Then I auditioned finally in 1968 when I was 19, and
you saw this place working and you kind of know the way it was laid out. So
yes.
Why don't you just tell us what you remember? I'll follow behind you, and hopefully we won't trip over a whole bunch of shit.
This was basically, the pressing plant was to the east of us.
Yeah.
And this was mastering and plating.
Where we are now?
Yes.
I think the headphone system's probably inadequate.
No, there's some cans around here.
There's some very good.
This is more the warehouse area, and you can see the loading docks were there. And you can see that we were maybe within days of actually, being able to come into the building at all. We ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah.
So here's Bill's setup for our stealth recording. Here's my workstation where I'll be performing.
Such as it is.
This is the studio. And actually, it still has some of the ambiance Originally it had a high ceiling, and you can hear, in particularly the drum tracks on some of the early stuff with Tiny Bradshaw and Wynonie Harris and Roy Brown, where there was a very resonant quality to the room.
And cinder block walls, pretty high though. I mean, what is that? What do you think? That's a 30-foot ceiling at least?
Yeah, and this was originally an ice house, so.
All right, so we got our little setup here. We're using a stereo ribbon mic and an AKG C535 on the vocal, and we're taking the guitar direct too, so it's a 4-input recording. We've got people kind of hanging around out the front door. Somehow it ends up being a pilgrimage to King Records this day. We told them we were electrical contractors. So if we go out there and start grabbing guitars and mic stands to finish setting up, well, the jig is kind of up. So we're going to go out and check that out now.
Okay, well, this is Danny Adler. Hello, everybody. Working with my colleague Bill Gwynn on the engineering. This is probably, unfortunately, the last recording in King Studios. I'm standing in what's left of the old King Studios in Cincinnati, Ohio. And we're going to do a song associated and loved around the world, Charles Brown's song called Please Come Home for Christmas. Bells will be ringing the glad, glad news. Oh, what a Christmas to have the blues. My baby's gone, I have no friends to wish me greetings once again. Choirs will be singing silent night, Christmas greetings by candlelight. Please come home for Christmas. Please come home for Christmas. If not for Christmas, by New Year's night. Friends and relations send salutations, sure as the stars shine above. This is Christmas, yes, Christmas, my dear. The time of year to be with the one you love. So won't you tell me you'll never more roam? Christmas and New Year's will find you home. There'll be no more sorrow, no grief and pain, 'cause we'll be happy, happy once again. Yeah. Oh, no more sorrow, no grief and pain, 'cause we'll be happy, happy once again. Yes, thank you. I'd like to carry on with the Five Royals song from July of 1957, the follow-up to Think. and it's called Say It. Don't try so hard to get along with me. I don't want you where you don't want to be. And if there's anything you want to tell me, why don't you say it, say it, say it, even if it hurts me. I'd rather hear it coming from you yourself than to hear it coming from somebody else. No, no, no. And if there's anything you want to tell me, why don't you say it, say it, say it, even if it hurts me. 'Cause you can search the whole world over. Love is something that money can't buy. And I want you to know, pretty baby, I ain't gonna even try sometime to tell the truth. You know it hurts. It will even make you feel like a dirt. No, no, no. And if there's anything you wanna tell me, why don't you say it, say it, say it, even if it hurts me. Oh yeah. And if there's anything you wanna tell me, why don't you say it, say it, say it, even if it hurts me. Thank you. Okay, this is a song that I did at an audition for King Records in this room in 1968. I probably did other songs as well, but this is the one I remember. And this is on the Danny Adler Legacy 10 on iTunes. It's called Smile at the Sundial. Oh yeah. No more ice and snow. It's up to me if I please to come or go. The sweat on my brow tells me the time is now to sit in the shade and sip my lemonade and sip my orange fizz and smile at the sundial for telling me what time it is. Just for telling me what time it is. Oh yeah. I sing a little song I wrote called the Louisiana Shrimp Boat. Smell the air, it won't rain. The day rolls on like a slow for freight train. Sit in the shade and drink my lemonade and sip my orange fizz and smile at the sundial for telling me what time it is. Oh yeah.
I'm going in the house and sleep, sleep till it gets late, or when the heat leaves the sidewalk and I won't have to wait to sit in the shade and drink my lemonade and sip my orange fizz and smile at the sundown for telling me what time it is. Oh yeah, just for telling me what time it is. Oh yeah, we're gonna mush, plenty mush, gush, plenty tush. Don't have to push and gush, tell me what time it is. Oh yeah. The blues. Okay, we got one more to do. Okay, well, we're going to carry on. In May of 1967, a record was made in these premises that changed the way people walk, changed the way people thought and talked and lived. And it basically was one of the first, what they call real funk records by James Brown, called Cold Sweat. So we're going to do an acoustic version. Hit it. I don't care about your faults. I just want a baby, a little pepper and salt. I don't care about your clowns. I just want a baby, show you little James Brown. Wow! When you kiss me, hold me tight in the midnight hour, make everything all right. I'll break out cold sweat. Gok, gok, gok. Yeah. I don't care about your wants. I just wanna, baby, tell you about your do's and don'ts. I don't care about how you knock it. I just want a baby, sock it to my pocket. Wow! When you kiss me, baby, hold me tight in the midnight hour, make everything all right. I'll break out in a cold sweat. Bop, bop, gok. Little freeform here. Think about Jimmy Nolan and Maceo, Clyde, Fred, Bootsy, and Phelps, Tony Cook, all cats playing with James Brown at one time and another. Sock it to my pocket, 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 sock it to my pocket too. I said, sock it to my pocket, 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 sock it to my pocket too. You know what you gotta do? Sock it to my pocket too. You know what you wanna do? Sock it to my pocket too. I said, sock it to my pocket, 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 sock it to my pocket too. Ah! Sock it to my pocket, 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 sock it to my pocket too. Hey! Hey! Ah! Funky. Thank you. How was that? Okay. With this damp here, my guitar seems to keep going out of tune, but we're going to carry on for a while because we want to do for you right now another song that was a big hit in the late 40s, and many people have covered it. And it was done by Lonnie Johnson, who was a great guitar player who influenced everybody from Robert Johnson right through T-Bone, B.B. King, all the great people, you know. And he lived on Forest Avenue when he was living in Cincinnati, I think it's a yellow house. Anyway, this is a song called Tomorrow Night. Tomorrow night, will you remember what you said tonight? Tomorrow night, will all the thrills be gone? Tomorrow night, will it be just another memory? Or just another lovely song in your heart to linger on? Your lips are so tender, your heart is beating fast, then you willingly surrender. Tell me, darling, will it last tomorrow night? Will you be with me when the moon is bright? Tomorrow night, will you say the lovely things you say tonight? Your lips are so tender, your heart is beating fast, then you willingly surrender. Tell me, darling, will it last tomorrow night? Will you be with me when the moon is bright? Tomorrow night, will you say the lovely things you say tonight? Thank you. Yeah.
All right, so we did that.
Yeah, man, nice work, Bill.
Unbelievable, thank you, good too. So, very interesting, playing in essentially what amounts to a broken down warehouse. I took a little picture from where you were standing, like what you had to look at while you were playing, and
yes.
I can't say that it was all that inspiring.
Well, basically, it wasn't a broken down warehouse to me. It's full of the spirits of Roy Brown, Winona Harris, Freddie King, James, the Five Royales, Sid Nathan,
Great
Henry
point.
Glover. I mean, it's too many to mention. It's just people that have inspired so many of us, you know.
Yeah. So Were you happy with the songs that you chose for the project? Do you think they were a good choice?
But the choice of songs was brilliant.
Yes,
Except that I hope the performances will measure up.
Well, we've got, what, at least 3 takes of every song, right? So we should be able to get a good one out of that.
Yes.
So it's hard to keep guitar from going crazy in a cool, wet
When you're
place
floating
like
on
that.
an island, it was like,
Yeah.
I felt like I was in the band on the Titanic, you know.
Yeah. Well, you had to like build a little stage on that ramp that went down there.
Yeah.
So we looked around for scrap wood and built a little platform, and
We found what I think is some original linoleum from the studio floor.
that makes sense. And we took some flash pictures of the wet area in the back that was actually the studio.
It's interesting that maybe the spirits are with us because the floor started to dry out as we finished.
It's because it was so hot. Yeah.
Right.
Excellent.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay, Amundo. Yeah.
All right. So, well, we got a lot of video shot. We got audio recorded. So this should make for a nice little thing that we can put out. Great thing for the website and YouTube.
Well, thanks, Bill.
Thank you, Dan.
I appreciate so much you sharing in my madness.
Well, this kind of madness I can hang with.
Yeah.
All right. Catch you later.
Well, alright. Well, it's the last session on Brewster, and we're gonna get down like we used to, down at King Records and Federal. It's a steady roll with some heavy soul and some jelly roll, solid gold. Well, it's the last session on Brewster. Well, now dig this crazy acoustic. Hank Ballard, Freddie King doing that old twist beat. Lonnie Johnson up on Rockdale, man, you sure sound sweet. Roy Brown, Wynonna Harris singing good rockin' tonight. James Brown, Johnny Tanner saying, son, you better get it right, 'cause this is the last session on Brewster. But we're gonna get down like we used to, down at King Records and Federal. It's a steady roll with some heavy soul and some jelly roll, rock and roll. But this is the last session on Brewster. Well, now dig this crazy acoustic. Hit me! And the Sonny Thompson band, they're fixing to hit the road in a two-tone fastback sedan. Jimmy Nolan, Les Bowie, and a swell bunch of fellas. Phil and Paul, Bootsy Catfish, and Pee Wee Ellis. But this is the last session on Brewster. And we're gonna get down like we used to, down at King Records and Federal, with some steady roll and some heavy soul and some jelly roll. Oh, rock and roll. But this is the last session on Brewster. Well, now dig this crazy acoustic. Hey! Like it's supposed to be. Roman.